Two city departments appealed to the Colorado Springs City Council for more forestry resources. City Forestry, along with Parks and Rec, say the city doesn't have enough staff and resources to properly care for the 300,000 trees on public property. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison brings us a closer look at what's lacking and how to resolve the matter.
Imagine having a job in which you should be responsible for 10,000 trees, which is plenty enough, but you have to check nearly 25,000. That's how understaffed the 11 employees in the forestry department have been for at least a decade, and understaffed as well. According to a consultant's report, the office should have an annual budget of nearly $8 million, 5 times what it is now. That only increases the backlog of tree maintenance the city already has.
The longer you wait between your pruning cycles, the more money it costs and the worse condition that the tree becomes. Pruning may not be an option. We may have to start over all over again. We have to take those trees out and plant something else.
Some of those trees are in parks and open spaces, but most are along sidewalks, streets, and roads. Colorado Springs has an estimated 300,000 trees, yet the resources to properly maintain them are so small that the consultant says it would take the current staff of 11 workers 73 years to get to every tree, instead of the recommended 7 years. That would still be a big job, but not nearly as overwhelming as it is now. City Forestry, Parks and Rec, and the consultant presented the City Council with a preliminary plan Monday to provide more forestry resources. One council member says the city should rely more on volunteers for help.
And I think there are probably a lot of close or after post-retirement people out there who would love to be a part of some program like that. So I think there are opportunities.
One funding option is to allow homeowners to pay for maintaining city trees near their yards. But there are questions about liability if a tree hurts someone or damages property. The city intends to start discussing the plan early next year. In Colorado Springs, Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.